In this video, we're going to look at lattice energy and ionic compounds. So remember, for ionic compounds, we have a metal giving an electron to a nonmetal. And if you're writing it out using Lewis structures, you use a dot for every valence electron. So potassium gives the one valence electron it has to chlorine to get K plus and Cl minus, and you can write down the molecular orbitals like we talked about before. Now for ionic bonds, what they will do for ionic compounds is that they'll form a crystal lattice. And this is very exothermic. You're going to release a lot of energy, and that is because every negative ion is surrounded by a positive ion. So you have all these charge ions being surrounded with each other. And the energy you get for forming this complex is what's known as lattice energy. And if we look at trends in lattice energy, we'll see the smaller the ions in our lattice, the greater the energy, the more negative the energy is. So if you look at lithium chloride versus sodium chloride, the energy is more favorable in lithium chloride. And that is because with smaller ions, the charges can come closer together, which allows for this more favorable complex. And also talking about lattice energy, if things have a greater charge, like calcium 2 plus and oxygen 2 minus, they'll have a more favorable lattice energy than sodium and fluoride, even though the distances are about the same. And when we're talking about lattice energy, generally you'll say that the charge is much more important than the actual distance between your ions. And since ionic compounds have these strong lattice energy, this gives them some unique properties. One, they're hard and brittle crystalline solids. They are extremely hard to melt, melting points of over 300. But this liquid state can conduct electricity because you have positive and negative ions that are able to move around. However, the solid state does not really conduct electricity since they're fixed. And most of these ionic compounds will dissolve in water, and they'll conduct electricity well for the reasons I just mentioned. And that's it for ionic compounds. See you in the next video.